Hi, my name is Brinton. I'll be the instructor for this electrical engineering class at Salt Lake Community College. I'm glad to have you in the class. I'm an electrical engineer. I have both bachelor's and master's degrees in electrical engineering from the University of Utah. My master's work focused on signal processing and particularly linear systems and digital signal processing. Upon completing my master's degree, my family and I moved to California. At that time, it was my wife and my oldest son. And I moved to the Bay Area. We lived in San Jose, but I worked up on the peninsula in what is known as the Silicon Valley. I worked both in Sunnyvale and then later in Mountain View, California. The latter part of my time there, the last 2.5 years, I was working for a company that represented the government in the procurement of large systems. And I worked in doing simulations and developing numerical algorithms for signal processing applications. Completing that, or when we finished there, while there, the opportunity came for me to purchase our family business here in Utah. So my family and I moved back to Utah, where I ran Brinton Electric as an electrical contracting, electrical equipment sales, parts, and service company. Did that for about 9 years, had an opportunity to sell that, and then moved into real estate development and commercial property management. I continue to be active in commercial property management. At that same time, I started teaching at the community college as an adjunct instructor in the mathematics department. And after doing that for a couple of years, an opening came along in the electrical engineering department. I applied and was fortunate enough to get that tenure track position. I was awarded tenure about 12 or 13 years ago. And since that time, I've been teaching here at the community college, and I love it. I like the students here at the community college. They're hardworking, they're bright, they're mature and disciplined, and they're here for a reason. So I'm glad to try and meet that reason. As far as I'm concerned, you're taking this class because you want to be an engineer. Whether you're a mechanical engineer taking electrical engineering for non-majors, or whether you're in the electrical engineering coursework, you're taking this class because you want to learn about electrical systems. The only way I know to do that is to spend a lot of time solving problems, and we'll spend a lot of time solving problems. The class is going to be taught in what's known as a flipped format. By flipped, that means that I have recorded in a video format all of the material that typically is covered in lecture. So all of the derivations, discussions on the theory, are all in videos that you are expected to watch before you come to class. On the home page of the website, you'll find a link to the video schedule, and it has then links to videos. They're hosted on YouTube, so any place you've got access to the internet, you can download these videos. And there will be a number of them assigned for each day, and I expect you to watch those videos before you come to class each day. From time to time, I'll have a video quiz just to keep you honest. The quizzes will not be difficult if you have watched the material. If you've watched the assigned videos, you won't have any problem taking the video quiz. If you haven't watched it, you probably won't have much hope for those video quizzes. They're not worth a whole lot, but just want to make sure that you stay caught up. Because we won't do the derivations, we won't do the theory. You're not going to learn the engineering science if all you do is come to class. Because in class, we're going to be answering questions. I'll answer questions on any of the homework problems. We'll be doing examples. We'll be solving problems. We'll be diving deeper into the laboratory projects. So the class time is spent a lot more interactively. I expect you to have questions. We'll talk about it, and we'll dig down, and you'll get a good background and a good understanding in electrical engineering. I'm glad to have you in the class. We're going to have fun. We're going to work hard. We maintain rigor. The students that complete the community college then move on to the four-year institutions, whether it's up to Utah State or University of Utah, where most of our students historically have gone. But there are now programs at both Weber State University and also Utah Valley University, where more and more of our students are transferring. But when they transfer, they do well. If you do well here at SLIC, you'll do well at the transfer institution you choose to go to. And conversely, if you don't pay the price here and you struggle here, you're probably going to struggle at the four-year institution when you get there. So, looking forward to having you in class. Glad to have you here. We'll have a good time together, and I'll see you in the classroom.